Good morning. Our chalice reminds us that the fire within ourselves is the same fire that illuminates the universe. It is our reminder that all is connected, even through the space and the void that is vast. And our experience here is but a blip in the cosmic timeline. This flame is our promise that in our smallness and our short time on this earth, that we live intently and deeply, with love for one another, with honesty and integrity, to be guided by rational thought and critical thinking, and with a sense of shared responsibility. For as the late astronomer Carl Sagan reminded us, this pale blue dot is the only home we've ever known. Now come, let us be together in worship and let us sing together our opening hymn, number 1008, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place.
Oh, willing and able, okay. Oh, they were, you already risen, okay. Oh. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in holy place, when we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we share the silence of sacred space, and the God of our hearts stirs within, and we feel the power of each other's faith. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a
Buenos días. Y bienvenidos a la primera Iglesia Unitaria Universalista de San Diego, donde adoramos cada domingo en South Bay, en Hillcrest y en línea.
Good morning, and welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego, where we worship each Sunday in the South Bay, in Hillcrest, and online.
Yo soy Everardo Aguilar y orgullosamente sirvo como presidente de su junta directiva de esta iglesia. Uso el pronombre él. Una bienvenida muy especial a todos que están aquí con nosotros por primera vez. Les extendemos la invitación de llenar el formulario en el orden de servicio.
And my name is Rose Littler-Riedel, and I use the pronouns she and her. A special welcome to those of you who are here for the first time. Please fill out the welcome card that's in your order of service.
Somos una congregación compuesta de personas de distintas identidades racializadas y culturas, personas de diversas orientaciones sexuales e identidades de género, personas de varias habilidades mentales y físicas.
Our community is a vital, diverse, multi-generational congregation without borders, with a mission to create community, nurture spiritual growth, and act on our values to help heal the world. We are creators of community and compassion, and though we can fall short, we are committed to practicing an affirming welcome to all.
Con espíritu de reverencia, reconocemos que nos juntamos esta mañana en la tierra de los Kumeyaay, quienes continúan viviendo en todo su territorio. Al emprender este viaje juntos, mantengamos en nuestros corazones y mentes el pueblo Kumeyaay.
In a spirit of reverence, we acknowledge that we gather this morning on the land of the Kumeyaay, who continue to live throughout their territories. May the light of this candle shine for our commitment to the Kumeyaay people and to justice and equity for Indigenous people everywhere. Now please rise in body or spirit as we sing our church hymn, followed by our aspiration. And to help one another in fellowship. This is our aspiration. Que el amor sea la doctrina de esta iglesia, la búsqueda de la verdad su sacramento y el servicio su oración. Vivir juntos en paz, buscar la verdad con libertad y ayudarnos mutuamente en comunidad. A eso aspiramos. Thank you. Please be seated. For today's Time for All Ages, we'll be doing something a little different because if I sit on the floor, I am not gracefully getting back up. So I invite any children in attendance to please stay in your seats, and I will read the story, and you can see the pictures right up here. So we're going to be reading the story, What is God? By Etan Boritzer. So what is God? That is asking a very, very big question. Kids, grown-ups, elderly people, everyone wants to know, what is God? People who live in forests and mountains, people who live in deserts, in cities, on farms, everyone wants to know, what is God? Maybe we can't really talk about God because we can't see God, or maybe we can't hear God or even taste or smell or touch God. Maybe we can only feel God, like we can feel love or like we can feel happy or sad. Maybe God is what you feel when you stand on a very high mountain and see a big, beautiful view all around you. Or maybe God is what you feel when you hear beautiful music, sometimes soft and sometimes loud. Or maybe God is what you feel when you see 1,000,000 stars at night and you feel very small looking up at them. Maybe we can feel God when there is loud thunder or bright lightning outside our windows. Maybe God is an eternal mystery. Eternal means forever and ever. And a mystery is like a big puzzle with lots of pieces you have to fit together. Is there anyone who can really tell us how all the many pieces of this big and forever puzzle called God fit together? Some people think that there are teachers who have been able to solve the puzzle. What is God? People of the Christian religion understand God as the teacher Jesus Christ taught them about God. And people of the Jewish religion understand God as the teacher Moses taught them about God. People of the Muslim religion understand God as the teacher Muhammad taught them about God. And there are many, many, many more teachers who have taught many, many different people many, many different things about God. But if there are so many different ways to learn about the forever puzzle of God, how can we ever begin to understand God? You see, every religion is different, and people of every religion understand God in their own different way. Sometimes people of one religion want everyone to know what is God in the same way that they understand God. Sometimes people of one religion don't like people of another religion just because their religion is different, or they don't understand the other religion. And sometimes people of one religion start fights with people of another religion because they don't understand that most religions are almost the same. How are most religions almost the same? Well, most religions teach that you should be good to other people, just like you would want other people to be good to you. And most religions say you should not lie. Most religions say you should not steal. Most religions say you should not hurt people. There are many ways that all religions are the same. And if everybody thought about all the ways in which all the different religions are the same, maybe people wouldn't have so many fights about all the different answers to the question, what is God? There are many ways to talk about God. Does that mean that everything that everybody ever says about God is right? Does that mean that God is everything? Yes. God is everything, great and small. God is everything far away and near. God is everything bright and dark, and God is everything in between. And if God is everything, God is the last leaf on a tree. If everything is God, God is an elephant crashing through the jungle. If everything is God, then God is the hot wind in the desert, and God is the freezing snow in the winter, and God is the big yellow moon. If everything is God, then I am God, and you are God, and all of us are God. So, if you really want to feel God, you can close your eyes now and listen to your breath go slowly in and out, and think about how you are connected to everything, even if you are not touching everything. Try to feel how you are connected to your parents. Try to feel how you are a part of your whole family, like your siblings or your grandparents, your aunt or your uncle, your cousins, even your friends. And try to feel how all those people are part of a whole bigger family, and how all the families of the world, even those we can't see or touch, are really a part of you and your family. And if you can start to feel God like that, then maybe you will soon feel the whole answer to that very, very big question: what is God? Now I ask you to join me in our affirmation. We are Unitarian Universalists, a people of open minds, loving hearts, and welcoming hands. Somos unitarios universalistas, personas de mentes abiertas, corazones amorosos, y manos que dan la bienvenida. And now, as our family ministry team is off at camp, any of our children who would like to go to childcare can meet with Miss Laura and Mr. Alex at the back of the room and go have some fun. Thanks a bunch.
Good morning. I have some announcements. Lay ministers are available after the service, both here in Hillcrest and in South Bay, to offer a listening presence. You can identify them by the colorful scarf. Do we have a sample of the scarf? You can identify them by the colorful scarf that they wear. And who is our lay minister? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's Elise. Hey. You're in for a treat if you go see Elise. She's very sweet. Okay. In preparation for the vote on the 2024-2025 general operating budget at the congregational meeting on June 9th, which is next Sunday, we will hold two separate budget forums. One is on Wednesday, June 5th at 10 a.m. here in Bard Hall in person. The other one is Thursday, June 6th at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. And don't forget to save the date for the congregational meeting on June 9th, starting at 11:30 a.m., either in person here at Hillcrest or by live stream. A light lunch will be provided, only for the people in Hillcrest. We can't do it over internet. Please, I thought I'd make that clear. Please mark your calendar for Tuesday, June 4th at 7 p.m. in Bard Hall. The members of our young adult group will be holding what they are calling a workship, or a worshipful workshop on the topic of mental health. Dessert and tea will be provided. Please join us. And I met with this group before, and they're a wonderful group of people. Please come to this event. And now with the generosity offering, I will now pass this back on to Rose.
Hi. So one way we live our values is by sharing our offering each week with a local organization working for justice. Throughout the month of June, our offering is being received in support of Alliance San Diego, a local community organization working to develop leaders, engage communities, shape narratives, change policies, and protect rights to create an inclusive democracy where everyone can participate fully with dignity. Alliance San Diego identifies and acknowledges the disparities that exist in our local communities. All too often, the human rights of communities of color, immigrant communities, unhoused communities, and others are violated without repercussion. Alliance is fighting to change that and is committed to living out their core values of inclusion, compassion, justice, collaboration, and integrity. You may donate this morning here in person by credit card using the dip jars in the back of the room, or by cash or check using the donation boxes. If you'd like assistance, please raise your hand. You may also donate online on our church's website, firstuusandiego.org. Thank you for your generosity. This morning's offering will now be gratefully received.
It's good to hear the organ again, isn't it? Our reading today is called News of the Infinite by Gary Kowalski. Asked if he was lonesome in his hut on Walden Pond, our neighbor, Henry Thoreau, famously replied, "How could I be lonely? Don't I live in the Milky Way?" Thoreau doubtless would have been encouraged by the recent discovery of Kepler-22, a planet just 600 light years from Earth, right in the Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold, but a balmy 72 degrees on the surface, which is warmer than it's going on right now. Just right for organic chemistry to flourish. It's just one of 139 potentially habitable worlds sighted since the Kepler spacecraft started looking for them a couple of years ago. And given the size of our galaxy, there are almost certainly billions of others. Life is probably widespread in our universe. Scientists now agree. Back when I was a boy, a famous experiment produced amino acids, the building blocks of proteins, by flashing an electric spark through a beaker of ammonia, methane, hydrogen, and water vapor, thought to be the primitive components of Earth's atmosphere. The theory was that, long ago, a lucky lightning strike in a shallow pond produced the first protoplasm. But now we know that amino acids are everywhere, in the tails of comets and in the dust of interstellar space. Wherever conditions are right, evolution takes off. And conditions are right all over, not just in places like Enceladus, a moon of Saturn, where liquid water has been proven present in geysers. Many cosmologists agree that the cosmos appears propitiously suited for life, right down to the fundamental constants that govern gravity and allow stars and planets to form at all. Of course, this doesn't necessarily mean that the universe was designed for beings like us, but it does put a new twist on old legends like the Christmas star. Does it really matter whether a nova appeared over Bethlehem all those years ago? For me, the real wonder is that we are all born out stars, every molecule in our bodies forged in the furnaces of the heavens. What this means is that we humans belong here. We are not just accidental tourists in this world. We have grown out time and space as naturally as grass pushes up through city sidewalks. And we are linked to nature, not only in our biology, but our minds and spirits also, which conceive space probes like Kepler and seem eternally fascinated by the big questions of where we come from and where we fit in the greater scheme. Who cares whether astronomers find another habitable planet anyway? It would take 22 million years for our fastest rockets to reach Kepler 22, not even figuring in pit stops. But the answer is people care. For beyond the business cycle, the election cycle, and other ephemeral headlines, human beings remain creatures hungry for news of the infinite. And for me, at least, it is satisfying to know not only that we live in the Milky Way. In some important sense, the Milky Way in all its brilliance and unfathomable extent also lives in us.
I think I can figure it out for them. Okay, remain seated. We're going to sing the round, where do we come from? So we'll sing the four line, so I will start off this side, and then once we've sung the first line twice, this side will follow Everardo in a round. And we will sing all four lines through, and then we'll start over again, but we'll just sing the first three lines, and we will end with Life is a Riddle and a Mystery together.
If it's easier to follow along, it's in the Teal hymn book, and it's number 1003.
Okay.
Where are we?
hello, my dear friends. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Rose Littler-Riedel. My pronouns are she, her, and I am your communications coordinator. I'm also a third-year seminarian at Star King School for the Ministry. And I'm here today to talk to you about a couple of words that are so often used in Unitarian Universalist spaces. Spiritual growth. UU organizations use terms like nurture spiritual growth or encourage spiritual growth and support spiritual growth and the like. But on occasion, I've found myself wondering, just what does that mean? What does spirit, spiritual, spirituality mean, and how does it grow? Those words can feel loaded to many folks, myself included, who feel out of place or uncomfortable with religion or the mystical. Now, some of you I have known for years, and I would say you know me pretty well. And some of you I will be meeting for the first time today. So I'd like to take you on a little trip with me and take a look at how I came to Unitarian Universalism and the ways in which I've been able to define for myself and explore what it is to be spiritual. So I'll start with a little background about myself. I grew up in unstable households with various caregivers. In my early formative years, depending on who I was living with at the time, I had either no exposure to religion at all, or I was exposed to a certain religion of the walking around, knocking on doors variety. So as I began to enter and near my teens, and I was a burgeoning queer youth, I leaned away from the one strict Christian denomination I was exposed to, and I leaned into the nothing. What I understood of religion made no sense to me whatsoever, and I found peace and joy in the sciences. Scientific explanations of the origins of the universe felt logical and felt separate or incompatible with religion or spirituality. By 14, I was an out and proud atheist, and I still identify as a non-theist to this day. When I was in my 20s, I had my children, and I began raising them with no religion and a healthy love of the magic of the sciences. It should come as little shock that I was heavily frightened when my youngest, who was around 7 at the time, came home from a sleepover at a relative's house with an intense interest in their very conservative right-wing church. It's not an overstatement to say that I went into a panic. I decided that the best thing to do would be to find a safe church where I could let her explore religion without worrying about her being indoctrinated. So, Google, being my best friend and all, I hit the internet. And in the search bar, I literally typed, Church for Atheists, San Diego. This UU church was the first search result. So I looked the website over, and it seemed safe enough. So the following Sunday, I packed my kids into the car, and off we went. And I figured we'd go for a couple weeks. The little one would get it out of her system, and I would never have to set foot in a church again. And I was right. It only took her a few weeks to be over it, but I was hooked. I had unintentionally found something that I hadn't known I was missing. I had heard ministers from the pulpit mirroring myself back to me. I had met other atheists, non-theists, agnostics, Christians, Jews, Hindu, Muslims, pagans, all identifying as Unitarian Universalists. I saw principles and values that matched my own, and I felt something, that I had not known I was longing for: community. And so I stayed. I got actively involved, and for a long time, I just ignored the words that felt uncomfortable to me: spirit of life, soul, that which is larger than all, prayer, and yes, spiritual growth. I ignored them because I felt that they had no place in my belief system and worldview. And I ignored them because I so badly wanted to be a part of this UU community. And hey, nothing's perfect, right? But then I started feeling a call to ministry. I knew this was the direction my life was taking me. And I said to myself, Rose, you've got to figure this out. How can you be a minister when even the word spirit gets caught in your throat? And it set me on a path of figuring out just what exactly spiritual means, at least to me. In today's modern culture, the word spirituality is often seen as synonymous with or directly related to religion or the supernatural, which can make spirituality feel unattainable to non-theists, and it just was not going to work for me. So defining spirituality begs the question, what is a or the spirit? One definition of spirit is consciousness, or as Descartes says, a thing that thinks. That is to say, that doubts, affirms, denies, imagines, and perceives. Using this definition, the spirit is the power to think. Without the brain, this power would be nothing. And without this power, the brain would just be an organ. As an atheist seeking spiritual identity, I wondered, does spirituality require a divine being? Are atheism and spirituality mutually exclusive? I don't think so. It is true that religions involve spirituality. However, not all spiritualities involve religion. I have come to understand through my seminary education that spirituality has existed for humankind without religion or theism for time immemorial. Spirituality is a deeply personal and diverse aspect of the human experience. It exists beyond belief in any one thing and is universally experienced by most, if not all, human beings. Spirituality can be defined as the feeling of being more than just oneself, or in UU language, our interconnected web. Freud describes this feeling of spirituality as the oceanic feeling, as if being a single drop or wave in the ocean, at once a part of and separate from the larger ocean itself. There is no inherent religiosity to this feeling. It belongs to no religion or philosophy. It can be described in religious terms by a theist, but it is something that anyone can experience and is just as valid of a spiritual experience to an atheist. Spirituality is also the human drive for meaning and purpose making. Now, if you have ever met a 2-year-old, you know that the most basic, primal, and recurring question that springs forth from our formation as human beings is why? Our why is how we make meaning of the world around us, and eventually how we make meaning of ourselves. Why am I here? What is my purpose. Finding and learning through the lens of Unitarian Universalism has taught me that it is okay to explore that which makes meaning for others and for myself, to stretch beyond my edges, even the sharp and uncomfortable ones. I have come to understand that, at least for me, spiritual growth means leaning into wonder and stretching oneself to expand one's own understanding of the meaning and purpose of the self and the meaning and purpose of all that is greater than the self. And that definition, that understanding, isn't uncomfortable or scary to me at all. I have found spiritual growth while walking through the park, feeling the cool grass between my toes. I have found spiritual growth standing on the beach, staring out where the blue water meets the blue sky and it stretches into forever. I have leaned into wonder in places as simple as the grocery store, holding a fresh apple and breathing in the scent of sweet, gentle earth. Moments like those are what ground me into the here and now and expand my understanding of my place in the universe. The meaning that I have come to, that which is meaningful to me, is knowing that all that is, all that ever was, and all that ever will be is here now. Every particle that is me has always been, since the birth of the universe, and always will be. And every particle that is you has been and will be too. Your and my atoms have danced together on the thread of time since the birth of our universe. I am a part of you, and you are a part of me, and we are all a part of everything else. We are connected to each other all the way down to the atomic level, and this connection drives my life's purpose. And boy, I think that's beautiful. Blessed be. Now, please rise in body and spirit as Nancy leads us in our closing hymn, number 1064, Blue Boat Home.
Oh, below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains.
Our closing words are by Israel Bufardi. My friends, when you go from here, know that our hearts are always in a holy place, for we are always connected to one another. Know that deep down, our hearts beat in one universal rhythm. May we each find the sacred space to hear it.